file is any accountant's reports, the cable company's policy regarding the sale of leased access space and the rate card. Accountant's reports, Diane said, were the papers in any case where a client objected to the price, but she said they hadn't had any such cases. So she said she couldn't do it, and that was what she quoted. And she had checked with Maurice Cunningham.
Okay, thank you. So we have a new Cablevision cover-up of cheating. So we will have to investigate all of this. And of course you will be posted as to every step of it, all the way. Then you saw Amy Van Horn.
Yes. She gave me the tapes that had been played and that were ready to come home.
How many?
Well, I didn't look inside the bag. It was a small bag. I would say 6 or 8 possibly.
Okay, now what happened at Babylon, at Bethpage?
Well, Charles Dolan and gave him the message that we usually give to Charles Forma. And he wasn't in, but the word came back.
Who wasn't in? Charles Dolan?
Charles Dolan.
You don't really mean that, do you? He actually wasn't in? That's a joke, son.
Well, that's what they said. I don't know whether he was in or not. He probably was.
Charles Dolan is never in. Okay. Along with Bell, along with Lemley.
And
along with James Dolan.
But anyway, the word came back that he wasn't available, but I couldn't see it. Just the same as every week.
And you told him that the shareholders list has to be available to shareholders 10 days before the shareholders meeting.
That's right.
And there's a shareholders meeting within this 10 days, day after tomorrow, Friday.
Right.
Okay, and the answer was no.
Right.
And what number was that? What number demand was that?
I don't know, like 80 something.
84?
Mm-hmm.
84. And then you went to the Seventh Day store?
Yes.
And how much did you spend?
$43.
And you bought vegetarian meat. And what did you buy? 8 whams. That's vegetarian ham. They didn't have any grillers, vegetarian hamburgers.
2
fried chick?
or 2 corned beef.
Vegetarian corned beef.
1 fried chick and 1 steaklet.
1 steaklet.
And stripples.
Stripples, that's vegetarian bacon. We thank you very much, and you got back to Lynbrook at 2:30 p.m.
That's right.
The microwave has been moved to another part of the building, and it's much nicer, isn't it, Franklin? Much roomier.
Oh, yes.
So we had our popcorn.
Yes.
There was a production going on at 5 o'clock, a lot of people in and out. John Sheridan edited next to me and let me use the machines that he wasn't using. There are 8 editions, as you can see. They're about to be assigned. Rusty had a good run down Ocean Avenue onto the lawn, along the railroad tracks, along Sunrise Highway. He's a perfect dog, Rusty is. departure was at 6:05. Arrival was at 6:55. It seems to take 50 minutes. Lynbrook to Westchester. The chores were done. And the chores were done this morning. And starting at 6:20 this morning is Glendora versus Fox, the refile. That horrible man who's a magistrate and who isn't fit to be any such thing. And we printed, let's see, yesterday before we left we got up to page 20, 40 sets. And now we are up to page 28. And that's what's happening on Valentine's Day, Love Day, February the 14th, year 2001. Next job is to assign these tapes. Assigning means trying to get the information of interest to the cable area of interest. And a woman goes down the street screaming hallelujah and being saved, and this morning she picked a fight, and she seemed to think that she was rejoicing, a noise, and I reminded her that Christ said, go into the closet and pray. Okay, we fed the birds, we assigned all the tapes. Every cable system has a program. They're all on the calendar. They're all labeled. We called up Amy Van Horn, and she can take 8 specials. They'll be scheduled Tuesday and Thursday of the, well, I'll tell you, Tuesday the 20th and Thursday the 22nd, George Washington's birthday and Amy Van Horn's birthday. We've taught the switchboard how to ring Amy Van Horn. You can call Amy Galembo from the Nassau switchboard. Amy Galembo's in Hauppauge in Suffolk. And now we're wrapping them. Franklin has done all those so far. And Patty and Rocky, there's no answer at their phone. And it's noon. We had sauteed potatoes, and Franklin had a beet sandwich on very hard biscuits. It's a good thing the beet juice softened them, but it did taste good. And we had kashi. Have you tried this kashi? It's really good. And so now the job is to wrap these 4 tapes. No, on January the 12th. We're on our way to the post office to post a chat with Glendora. We stopped at the Getty station, and we got gasoline for $1.53 a gallon by pumping it myself. But I did it. And that gasoline station shortchanged me $5 the last time I was there, and I asked him 3 times for the $5 today, and he won't give it to me. This car is so warm and cozy, isn't it, Rusty? I was trying to show you the A&P where I had the bad experience. This is the A&P where I had that bad shopping experience twice. To the post office.
Yes.
So that's the candy that the post office gave you for Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day, Rusty. Refusal to provide shareholder with a copy of the bylaw. So now we'll take Rusty for a short walk. Vision TV. The chat with Glendora is all done.
Hooray!
And it's before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That does not happen very often.
No, very good.
No. And you
Very
can't
good.
get any satisfaction out of Seatown. I don't know. They're a pretty bad operation at times. Seatown.
Yeah. What's the matter?
So that's good. A chat with Glendora done before 3 o'clock.
Yes,
It
indeed.
didn't take all day.
No, that's right.
Franklin's reading the New York Times. What is going on now? I have to hook up the close-up microphone. But a chat with Glendora was done before 3 p.m. And that's something. If you can get anything done in a day besides a chat with Glendora. And now I'm on to the first legal paper out of 6. And that's the refile of Glendora versus Mark D. Fox, a very bad magistrate in the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, White Plains. So page 30 is being printed now. It's a great copying machine. So that's good. That's the first copy, first test. So let's jack it up here to 40 copies. One of them's right there.
Which one?
Right there.
What about the other one?
Down in its parking place. And how are you, William?
Huh?
How are you?
Good. No problem. Everything is great.
That's good, William.
Wonderful.
Good, William.
That's beautiful. So how's the family?
Very good. Very. Doggy, go out. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to see you.
Yeah. I'm glad to see you too. Good morning.
You understand that William's all right to come in here, don't you? And you don't bark at him. $82. $82 on Valentine. Franklin's Valentine. Sully. Chocolate covered cherries. Folks, this is a conversation with Franklin coming home from Lindbergh on Tuesday. February 13, day before Valentine's Day.
This is February. I asked Franklin if he was warmer now, since I turned up the heat, and he said yes. Then I said, do you think he'll live a little longer? And he said yes. Would you please give me the toll? And my 2 cards, please?
I asked Franklin if he thought he was going to live long, and he said no. I said, why? And he said he's weak, and he's cold, and his fingers are numb. And so then, by then the car was warmed up, and I could get some heat to him. Then I asked him if he thought he was going to live long, and he said yes. So we have to keep him warm, keep the baby warm.
I need my 2 cards. But you kept it a long time. Fog's Neck Bridge, 6:30 p.m. I have to turn a nice bridge like this into a money maker. $5. You had change. It was in the wallet. I thought that I had change. Well, it's in there. Did Diane Bennett say that she was sorry? Yeah. Tell me what she said, please. Well, I'd like to know who told her yesterday that she could do it. Because... She told herself. No, she went and asked somebody. And then how did she find out that she was wrong? She checked on herself, I guess. So we got to get an answer to that. And that amounts to a legal paper.
Coming into the toll booth.
We're coming up to the toll booth. I have my sign up to the window. It says website, We Hate Tolls. And it says Citizens Against Toll. Now that is good for you. Oh, I did. Those are especially good. You know where those came from? I think they're better than Quaker. You know who made them? Stop and Shop. And you want to know they were 2 for $3? You know what Quaker is? 1 for $3. Yes. That's why I don't like to buy them from Andrew at Seatown. Rusty, you're going to have macaroni. You love it.
Coming up to the toll booth at the Fog's Neck Bridge. And I don't know if you can hear the toll taker or not.
Don't worry, you still get your wish. May I have a receipt? Of course. Did you hear about the dentist who married the manicurist? Huh? Did you hear about the dentist who married the manicurist? No. They fight tooth and nail. Bye. Bye.
He said, I believe, when I held up my sign, Citizens Against Tolls, website, We Hate Tolls, I believe he said, no way you going to get your wish.
Patrick was telling me tonight how much he likes garlic. And I once remember him telling you some time ago how much he liked linguine and garlic. So he brought that up again. He likes linguine and garlic. And then he told about taking garlic and putting it on a barbecue. And then it turns into a paste. And he went into ecstasies over that flavor. And then guess what he said? He said, you know, how much he likes garlic. He says, no wonder I don't have a girlfriend. Okay, Franklin, we have to go over one. Right. I just asked Franklin if he were warm. He said, yeah. He said, I said, are you going to live a little longer? And he said, yes. Cablevision. Wednesday, Valentine's Day.
Morning, Cablevision.
Amy Van Horn, please.
Hello, please.
V is in Victory, A-N, capital H-O-R-N.
Right. Is this Amy?
Amy, yes.
Hold on, please.
Thank you. February 14th at 11:25 a.m. There were 8 editions.
Hi, this is Paul Redo. If you reach this recording, I'm either on the phone or away from my desk. Please.
No operator defined. To request another transfer, press star T or leave a message for
Paul Revetto.
Okay, do a redo.
no operator defined.
That dumb. Okay, so we hung up. Try again.
Cablevision, can I help you?
Yes, Amy Van Horn, please.
What do you need?
Amy Van Horn.
Van Horn?
Yes, please.
Is it one word?
2 words.
2 words. Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Cablevision, Amy speaking.
Good morning, Amy Van Horn. Donald?
Yeah?
Oh, great. And he's in public access?
Yeah, tell me that.
And how many now in Hicksville? That's Diane and Amy and Bob Clemente and Bob O'Brien and Donald
And Vanessa.
and Vanessa.
Yeah.
That's 6 of you.
Not bad, right?
Oh, that's marvelous. You're growing.
Yeah, well, a lot of these people are managed control operators.
Oh?
So they're the ones running the tapes.
Yes.
But, yeah, we're going to be a pretty big family over here.
What's Donald's last name?
You know, I don't know. I just met him a couple minutes ago.
And what's his extension?
Yet doesn't have one yet.
Okay. Amy, okay, I have 8 programs that were edited yesterday, February 13th.
Okay.
And Franklin said you approved of my plan. That there's a Cablevision shareholder meeting on Friday the 16th.
Yes.
And I'll come up to Woodbury after that.
Okay.
And then that will, and then you could schedule those maybe for Tuesday and Thursday and Friday the way you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I can. I aired 3 of your tapes yesterday.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Welcome. And so that leaves me like 11 more.
You don't have the tapes on Thursday. You're going to play 5, I think you said.
Yep.
And on Friday you're going to play 6.
Yep. So we'll be able to wipe those out this week.
And that would be the ones that were edited on February 6th. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For 8th, I think you wrote on the tape.
Maybe you're right, yeah. Let me think a minute. No. That's right, because of the darn snow date, right. You're right, February 8th. You're right, because of the snow date.
Okay.
And when do those get to you? I'm interested in finding out.
I got them Tuesday morning.
And they, okay, the nice woman at the post office was pretty sure it'd be Monday, because I said, what do I got to do to get these there Monday? And she said priority mail, and it was $8, and they didn't make it, did they? They didn't make it, did they?
No, I got them. Well, Glendora, I don't know about the transfer from our mailroom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't figure that.
Yeah, that is maybe an extra, at least, it's not a couple, I don't know if it got here like Monday evening, so they got it to me Tuesday morning.
Yeah, that would be the factor. Yeah. Okay, well, that was pretty close. So we can't use that again. We have to think of something else. Okay, so the ones I'm bringing you were edited February 13th.
Okay.
And now we can spare Bob Clemente while you're away, because those can be scheduled before you go.
I will do that, yes.
All right, how will you do that? 3 Tuesday, 5, how will you do it? The more on Tuesday, the better.
Let me see my Tuesday. If I start at 8 in the morning, I've got...
Sit down, please. We're talking about February 20th. Tuesday, right?
Yep.
And you say at 8 A?
Yep.
And 8:30 A?
8:30, and then...
9:30?
9:30, 10, and 10:30.
10. Isn't that good? Oh, that's excellent. And then for February 22nd, Thursday, George Washington's birthday?
That's also my birthday.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, really, Amy?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
Same as George Washington?
That's right.
That's terrific. Okay, Thursday, what are you going to do?
Well, how many more is that after 5?
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 13 minus 4 is 9.
Okay, I've got 1, 2, 7. Well, I've got room if we start at 8 a.m.
Yep. That's opposite the Today Show.
You know what? I can run them all on Thursday because I've got 8:30 a.m.
Yes?
I have 9:30.
Yes?
I have 10.
Yes?
10:30.
One moment, please. This is good. 10:30.
11.
11.
11:30.
11:30.
12.
12.
And then 3:30 in the afternoon.
Isn't that nice? Oh, that's nice. Let me count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you also started at 8?
Yep.
So that's 8 a.m.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And there's your 9.
Okay.
Yeah, now that's terrific. That now Bob Clemente won't be bothered, right?
I don't think so. He'll probably be okay. I mean, I know we're all off on Monday. Monday's a holiday.
Monday is a holiday.
For the company, yeah.
Except that you're going to have these in your hand Friday.
Yes, so that'll be no problem.
Isn't that good? Now, where are you going on your vacation?
I am just staying home. All I'm doing is not going to work.
That's the best vacation that could be. It's just not going to work.
That's absolutely true. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, sure, I know. I would, too. That would be my best, too. You know, I go out, and when I go out on a trip, the best part is still getting home.
Oh, yeah. Getting home and not having to get up early.
Right. And you know what they say about middle age? You know, you're getting middle age when you're go out and you're faced with 2 temptations and you take the one that'll get you home at 9:30.
I had heard that. That's a good one.
Well, gee, that's marvelous. So you're full of news this morning. Let's see, what else? What else happened? There was a big production last night at 5 o'clock down in Lynbrook.
A production?
Mm-hmm. And John Sheridan was there. He was editing.
It's the spirit show, right?
Yes, he's very spiritual. I like it. And we talked a lot about God. That was good.
Wow, great.
And also Patrick and I talked about God.
Oh, wow, yep.
And, yeah, Pat is...
He's a big believer, right?
Oh, he is. Yeah. Yeah, he's very bound to his church.
what is it called? Anyway, he is.
Oh, that's great.
I think he's the song leader
Oh, really?
this month. Yeah, I think they have him every month. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Now what else? I know when I couldn't find Whispering Hope in our hymnal, in our Methodist hymnal, Patrick found it in his hymnal
Oh, really?
and made a copy for us. Oh, here's some news that Lynn brought. You remember where the stove was, the microwave and the refrigerator were?
Yeah.
You remember where they were?
Yeah.
Okay. That door was locked yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yup. And then later on it was open. And so I went in to use the microwave,
Yeah.
and guess what?
What?
It's gone.
No way.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
The whole corner's all cleaned out. No microwave, no water fountain, and no candy machine.
Wow.
Well,
What happened?
Well, they moved it in up in the another room. I'll tell you how. When you come in the door,
Yeah.
okay, you know, if you turn left, there's a hall,
Yeah.
and it goes up to one of the new bathrooms, which you haven't seen, and then it goes into the walk-in center.
Yeah.
Well, just as you come into the walk-in center, it's a much bigger room,
Oh.
and it's much nicer, and it isn't all crowded, and it's all spread out. The microwave's there, the refrigerator's there.
Oh, how nice. Does that room have a rug in it, the room you're talking about?
Which one?
The new one? Where they
I
moved everything?
believe it is floor to. I think it is wall to wall.
Yeah, I think it is. I can sort of picture that in my head.
Yeah. Miles and miles of miles and miles, right?
That's right. That's right.
Also, that's the news there.
Sounds good.
And we still have donuts left over from Dunkin' Donuts we still have napkins left over from Dunkin' Donuts for the Chris DiMaggio show last Wednesday.
You do?
Yeah. So I think that's all the news.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back to training.
Oh, you're training somebody?
Yeah, training down.
All right.
But I will, I'll look for you guys on Friday.
Yeah. Did you hear about the dentist who married the manicurist?
Yeah, they fight tooth and nail, right?
That's right.
I heard that one on the show the other day.
Okay.
Have a really good day, Glendora, okay?
Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Good morning, Amy Galemba, please.
What's the last name?
Galemba.
Spell it?
Yes, G-O.
But I'll look for you guys on Friday.
Yeah. Did you hear about the dentist who married the manicurist?
Yeah, they fight tooth and nail, right?
That's right. Okay.
Have a really good day, Glendora, okay?
Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Good morning, Amy Galembo, please.
What is the last name, please?
Galembo.
Spell it.
Yes, G-O-L-E-M.
Yo.
B-boy-O.
Okay. Hold on, please.
Thank you.
She is in our hot pot office, and I will transfer your call. Thank you.
You can transfer to Hop Hop?
I believe I can.
Okay, thanks.
See if it comes through, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks. Elvis, good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
Hi.
Joe, did you hear about the dentist who married the manicurist?
No.
They fight tooth and nail.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome, welcome, Amy speaking. May I help you?
Hi, Amy Galembo.
Glendora, hello.
Hello, I haven't talked to you for so long.
I know, I was out sick. My son was sick, so I've been out a few days.
Oh, that's too bad. Everybody better?
Oh, yes, it's a little cold.
The virus?
Yeah.
Amy, did you hear about the dentist who married the manicurist?
No.
They fight tooth and nail. Now, I edited yesterday, the 13th, and I'm wondering, I've got 3 specials for you. Can you handle them?
Oh, we just got 6.
Wow.
So, we're kind of full right now.
Mm-hmm.
Want to send it to us next week? With whatever you do next week, then
Well, it would be better for me, if you don't mind, if I send them to you this week and then next week not send you any.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep. We'll
Because
need someone to pick up some tape soon.
you need somebody to pick up tapes.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. That's another issue.
Or even if it was the beginning of next week, will be okay.
No, let me say. Let me write down what Amy said. Send 3 this week, and next week none. That'll be okay, Amy?
Yeah.
Okay. And next week none. And then somebody should pick up tapes. When did you say?
Either by the end of the week or the beginning of next week.
The beginning of next week. That would be February 19th?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll ask Lori to do that.
Okay.
Before.
I think she's in next week anyway, so...
You do?
I think she's in here next week,
Oh,
so
that's
she
good.
can pick them up when she's here.
Oh, good. You know, her friend Jackie moved to Riverhead.
Oh, really?
Well, around there. And so Jackie picks them up at Riverhead now.
Oh, great.
Hmm. And in the mail yesterday, we did get 5 mailed from Riverhead.
Okay.
I was beginning to wonder about those people.
Well, I think they wait until, they have a whole bunch that have aired,
Well,
and then they mail them all out together.
Well, they waited and waited and waited and waited, let me tell you. Okay. Can you get me out of the cellar at Riverhead? I've been down in the afternoon for years.
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay, now, Amy, do you have any dates for me? Anything scheduled?
Any dates as far as your specials are concerned?
Yes. Do you have any dates?
Well, we have... Let me look it up. I don't remember off the top of my head, but
No, I wouldn't
I've got
think
a
you-
regular spots for them that no one else has applied for yet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so hold on a second.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
In Brookhaven, they've been airing Wednesdays at 3:30 p.m.
Okay, just a second. Brookhaven specials played Wednesdays at 3:30 p.
Yes.
And that's on channel
70.
Channel 70.
And Hop Hog, they're on at 3 p.m. on Tuesday.
Hop Hog, they're 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Oh, that's good, huh?
Yeah.
That's very good. And then there's the regular spot. That's
Okay, you're Friday at
10 p.m. And then is the Brookhaven spot still 9:30?
No, you're 10.
I see. Brookhaven used to be 9:30 p.m. Wednesday.
I know you're Friday at 10.
I see. Brookhaven is the same as,
Hop Hog.
okay. Brookhaven and Hop, Fridays, 10 p. regular.
Yes.
Right. Oh, very good, Amy. Gee, thanks a lot.
No problem.
They got your new set at Lynbrook,
Yeah.
the one you used to have.
How did it arrive? Was it okay in one piece?
Oh, it was in 3 pieces. Isn't it in 4 pieces, actually, the great big round table? And but each piece was intact.
That's good.
Yeah, that's nice. And what else is new at Lynbrook? They moved the microwave and the refrigerator and the candy machine and the water bottles.
Oh.
They moved them out of the, you know the room they were in? Okay. If you go in the door, when you go in the door and you make a quick left, that's a hallway.
Yeah.
Goes into the walk-in center.
Yeah.
Well, they put them in a big room there, and it's much nicer.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, Peggy told me about that yesterday. You know Peggy?
Yeah.
Peggy O'Reilly?
Oh, Peggy in Lynbrook?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Customer service. Oh, she's really nice.
Oh, good.
And what else? New down there. They have a lot of big productions. Chris DiMaggio. A big production. They had a big production last night.
Oh.
But the editing at Lynbrook is just impeccable.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's great.
Very good.
Great. I don't want anything to change down there, really. I don't want any new format. Oh, here's some news. Staten Island, which is a turmoil of public access producers, are always in a turmoil over there. But their latest thing is that they've gone to a format called, is it DCT Pro? Did you ever hear of it?
DVC Pro?
What is it, DVC Pro?
Yeah. It's all digital?
Oh, is that what it is? What's DC stand for? Digital what?
I don't know. I guess...
It must stand for something. Digital.
Yeah, I can't think of it off the top of my head.
It's like a computer, isn't it?
Just digital.
It's like a computer, isn't it?
Well, it's digital instead of just like the videotape.
Yeah, but that DV in there must be digital video computer. Let's guess that, well? Digital.
I'm not sure what the C stands for. I'll have to ask.
It must be computer. Because I bet it's a computer thing, huh?
Well, no, it has digital cameras that you record, and then you can play in digital decks. Because we have some of them here, we just don't use them. We don't really have them in Hot Pot, but Cablevision has them.
Okay. Well, Amy, all of a sudden, when my local contact over there brought in my 3/4 inch tapes, first of all, they wouldn't play VHS, which is stupid.
That's strange.
So they insisted on 3/4 inch, and I labored with that for several months. But then they started telling my local contact, Patricia Brady, that no, they won't take any more 3/4 inch. It's got to be DVC Pro.
Really?
Yeah. And so Patricia, who's a producer also, she said she went down and bought a case of DVC Pro, 10 of them, and it was $215, I think.
Yeah, it's very expensive, and the cameras are expensive, the decks are expensive. I'm surprised they're making everyone go digital.
Well, yes, and how can they if people don't have the money? And so...
are they lending out digital equipment?
Oh, I don't know about that, Amy. So that's a good question, though. So I said, well, I don't think you can do that. I said there's a state law that you can't limit and prohibit public access, and that definitely limits and prohibits public access. And they were extremely non-negotiable. And so there was nothing left to do but sue them.
Oh.
And I wrote out the order to show cause. And it's a nice way to sue people. Instead of filing a complaint, you write an order to show cause to the judge. And you say, let the defendant show cause why you cannot cablecast Glendora's program on 3/4 inch. And then let the defendants be fined $1,000 a month, or a week, or something like that. And so then you take it to the judge, and the judge usually signs an order to show cause. And then it goes to them, and they have to show cause. Well, then, the next time Patricia went, although she went several times in between, I guess, the next time she went and handed in a 3/4 inch tape of mine just to make them break the law. In other words, to have a record of their breaking the law, which I fully expected, because every time you do this and they break the law, then it helps your lawsuit. So they said, we're going to transfer that.
Oh.
Says, just bring us a blank DVC Pro, and we will transfer it. So that was really a big come around.
Yeah.
Right? And so I withdrew everything. I stopped everything. However, when I called Monday, I got a very bad reception from Luke, who does a cable casting or something. And he said he wasn't supposed to talk to me. He's supposed to talk to only
only to my producer. They call them producers. With my local contact.
Yeah.
Now that's a bad thing too, because that right there is improper restraint of free speech. If you can't converse, with the public access operation, where are you? It is a queer place. Staten Island TV. Let me tell you, public access TV is a queer place.
Yeah, they have their own cable company there, right? Staten Island Cable, something like that?
No, I think it's Cablevision. Maybe here's what you're saying. They have their own public access corporation.
Oh, they do? I think they have their own cable company, too. I think it's Staten Island Cable.
You do?
I think so.
Oh, maybe.
Cablevision's in Brooklyn and Bronx. Some in Staten Island. Or maybe parts of it.
Oh, really? Well, then I don't know about that. That's something I don't know.
I'm not sure who does it out there.
Yeah, me either. But they're like another planet, let me tell you. So it's going to be a good fight, and we'll see. I haven't been able to get in touch with Pat Brady yet to see if... and I says, listen, Pat, I said, could I buy... Hers came down to $21 a piece. I said, Pat, could I buy 2 of yours that you bought? You bought 10. Could I buy 2 of them? She said, sure. And so Franklin sent her a check for $42 so that she can take over the 3/4 inch and the DC and the DVC Pro. And so we'll see if that works out. But isn't that an interesting battle?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I'm surprised they went all digital.
Yes, all digital. No, that's right. That's an unreasonable jump. That's what you call a quantum leap, right?
I mean, the quality's better, but it's rather expensive.
Well, yes, and I just don't think you can do that. Now, Manhattan Cable TV, as opposed as they are to 3/4 inch, they wanted to get rid of 3/4 inch for years. Finally, they said, okay, we're not going to accept 3/4 inch anymore, but they still do. And this was months ago they said that. Now, they're shutting down for a whole week because they're going DCT, or they're going digital. They're shutting down for one whole week. There won't be any cable casting, and I think they're in trouble with that myself. Certainly, they could find a better arrangement than to shut the whole place down. And they said, but we will be transmitting programming from BCAT and from BronxNet. But that's not the same. That's not the same. Anyway, I don't have any kick about Manhattan Cable. I think they're terrific. I mean, I should say Manhattan Public Access. I think they're terrific. I've been on there since 1972.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know something, Amy? When I started out in Manhattan with Glendora, I was what you are today. I was a program coordinator for a cable system up north of Glens Falls, Glens Falls, New York. And when I first brought my programs to Manhattan, they were so glad to have public access. Because they had all this time and nobody knew anything about it much. And you know what I used to hand in? Reel-to-reel.
Oh, yeah.
Half-inch Sony. Remember that? It was for my porta-pack.
Oh, man.
Reel-to-reel. Half-inch Sony. And that's what I handed in every week. Isn't that something?
Oh, it's so funny. My mother lives in southern New Jersey, and she doesn't have any public access out there. I'm surprised.
Well, I'm surprised, too.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah. I think it's Comcast or something down there. I don't know whether people just don't know about it or people just aren't interested, but...
Well, that's true, Amy. How long have you lived in Long Island?
About 10 years.
Okay. Because when I came to Long Island in 1993, if you want to know the truth, not many people there knew about public access. And I'm the one you can blame for all this trouble. Because I said, you have rights. You have rights. And this got on to Richard Einhorn and Bob Goldberg and all the other people. Because there really wasn't much. It was terrible. They only cable cast public access from 10 to midnight, I believe, 10 p.m. to midnight. And it's amazing how people don't know about it, but you can't say that anymore.
Yeah, not around here. But there's still places. I'm surprised.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right, there are. Okay, Amy. Amy Van Horn's going on vacation next week, and she's so happy. Yeah, she's just going to stay home.
Oh, well,
I said, what?
Some sleep.
Yes, I said, what are you going to do in your vacation? You know what she said?
I'm just not going to go to work. That's a good definition of a vacation. Okay, Amy.
I will take care.
I want to thank you for all that you do for all of us.
No problem.
Okay.
Tell Franklin I said hello.
Oh, he'll appreciate that.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Amy Galimbo, Cablevision Hot Pot. Lori, I forgot to tell you that Gene Gennaro in Los Alamos asked me if I would ask you if you would, do you want a box of your tapes? She has a box of your tapes of about 30 tapes, and she doesn't know what to do with them. And she wants to know if you want to send her the postage to mail them back to you. Frank, I don't think that would be much. If it's 30 tapes, I think that would be probably about $5 or $6. You understand that the post office has a new thing now called media mail? Media mail. They don't have a book rate anymore and all those things. They have this thing they call media mail. And I think by media mail for about $6 you could have your tapes back. And I certainly think it would be worth it. And if you're not going to do that, will you call her and tell her and give her permission to give them to other public access producers? I got your message about Calabrese. Certainly suing him is a good idea. So I guess this thing to do. Oh, and would you pick up tapes at Hauppauge the 19th? February 19th, they say you're going to be there that week. Would you pick up tapes at Hauppauge for Glendora? Amy Galimbo asked me today if somebody could pick them up. What else? Robert Goldberg, 7:40 p.m., Valentine's Day. I just put in an hour on Cablevision shareholder memorandum number 13 together with shareholder letter number 9.
822-2582. Please leave a message. Thank you.
Robert, thank you for going to the Groundhog Day Cablevision shareholder meeting, phony shareholder meeting. Will you please go on February 16th, Friday? I need your help there. Lots of things to tell you. Dolan apparently is cheating on leased access just the way he is on public access by the public inspection file mandated by the FCC. Great advisor he's going to be. Franklin went to see the leased access file and he was given nothing but what a person applying for lease access would get. It's about 30 pages of imperialism. And I called up Diane Bennett and I said,
Hello.
"Hello, Peter."
Hello, Glendora. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, got your mail today.
Mail, now, would that be your shareholder letter number? Yes.
No, did you get, obviously you got something from them about the meeting tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, and you didn't?
I did, yeah, no.
You did not? And you're the one who amended the motion.
I know. I was going to call Charlie Foreman tomorrow.
Call Charles Dolan. Let me give you his
No,
number.
I'll call Foreman.
Oh, come on. He's an idiot. Call Charles Dolan's office and tell him. And his number is 516
Go ahead.
803 1001.
1001, okay.
Make your complaint there. Are you going February 16th?
I'm still not sure. I'm not sure I may have to be in the city now.
Oh, I hope you go. I need
So
you.
why? I'm trying to adjust my schedule, but
Oh, I see.
I
Okay.
put food on the table.
I need you.
Obviously, you're going.
Well, yes, but aren't you outraged at the fact that they would deny a shareholder entrance to a shareholders meeting?
Well, are you going to make them sign something that says they will not tape you?
Well, Peter, I don't care if they tape me. I don't care. I am an open book. I am proud of everything I say and everything I do. And the more people who know about it, the better. I don't really know how to answer your question.
Well, the only thing is, because then they have to admit that they're never taping the meeting. And
What?
if they refuse to tape you, that means if they refuse to sign off saying that they won't tape you, that means they're admitting that they're taping the meeting and they're in violation of their own rules. I know you don't care if they tape you.
Well, no, I really can in good faith do that.
Well, then you know they're not going to let you in.
Well, this isn't... I think my question to you is, where's your outrage?
They piqued my outrage so many years ago. I'm more outraged by the fact that I haven't gotten the mailing notifying me of the meeting.
That's pretty outrageous, yes, but you're not outraged by the fact that they could say to you, you can't go to the shareholders meeting for any reason that they wanted to.
No, it's not any reason. They have one reason, and I don't know. Have you found, is what they're doing legal?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any way that you can force a shareholder to sign a paper contingent on going to a shareholders meeting. I just don't think that's legal. And I will hope to make eventually a trip down to the FCC.
Or, on another idea, there is even a way to tape it.
What?
To tape it and let them know you're taping it. And they can't stop you. Have a cell phone out and have somebody at the other end of the cell phone recording the telephone conversation.
Say it again, Virginia Dare.
No. If you have a cell phone, doesn't say you can't be on the cell phone. Take out the cell phone, call someone who at the other end is taping the telephone conversation. You follow me?
Well, I do, but that's sort of cloak and dagger for me.
No, let them see you're doing it. Hold up the telephone. Now you're not taping the conversation. You're just making
Oh, no, I think that his thing says that you won't,
No, as a matter of fact,
that you won't implement anybody else taping it. You won't have somebody tape it for you.
no, I don't think it said that.
I think it does. I think that's what his paper said.
Oh, that he wanted you to sign.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. Because I did, as a matter of fact, while I was waiting downstairs, took out my cell phone because I got beeped, and I had to return a business call while I was waiting.
And where were you at the time?
In the grand ballroom or whatever the hell.
In the Cablevision theater.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful, that theater, because Dolan's down on the stage and we're up and we're looking down on him and he's looking up to us. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he looks at it like he's looking at his subjects. And it's more like Napoleon rather than Dolan.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely the man has a Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
No question about it. He's trying to regimentate the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
You should see what he's trying to do to public access, and I've seen what he's done to least access, and now he won't let me see the FCC-mandated public inspection file on least access. Just as bad as he won't let me see the shareholders list. And on Tuesday, Franklin made our 84th demand to see. You know that the Delaware law says that 10 days before the shareholders meeting, the shareholder list must be available to shareholders. 10 days before the shareholders meeting.
And what, only 10 days or for the 10 days? I'm going to play devil's advocate. You know I love doing that. In other words, the day before, is it also available? Or only the 10th day before?
The law says that the shareholder ledger must be available for shareholder to see 10 days before the shareholder meeting. That's what the law says.
Well, then, if I get there, I will ask.
Oh, definitely the day of the meeting. The shareholders list always has to be available on the shareholders meeting day. Always has got to be available. Whenever there's a shareholders meeting, the shareholders list has to be available. No devil's advocate there.
Okay. No, what I was going to say was, could he argue that this is really a November 11th meeting and therefore it's not necessary beyond, because that's their argument.
No,
I do find it bizarre. bizarre, by the way, that there is a vote on February 16th based on shareholders of record of who knows when, 4 years ago, whatever the heck the date is.
No. Shareholders as of, well, whenever the proxy statement said.
Yeah, but it was back a while ago. I'm saying 4 years. I'm
No,
exaggerating.
it's not share. It was this year. It has to be.
Record of November 5th, or what was the date?
Oh, the date of the meeting was November 11th.
Right.
No, I don't. You'll have to pull out the document on that. So, 84th demand we made on Tuesday, yesterday, at Bethpage, and to Charles Dolan's office through the front desk, and the answer was no. Now, that is violating the law in broad daylight. You do know that I've sued him in the Delaware court for this, the United States District Court.
Right. Actually, I'm finding it interesting. I'm reading more of this as I'm standing here. If I want to see the documents, I have to request them by February 9th. But I haven't received this.
Well, I requested them. I requested them by phone. You could have requested them by phone.
Well, I didn't get the notice. So how can I request it if you...
Oh, I see. You're reading my paper.
I'm reading yours, but I only got that today, too.
That's right. Thank you, Frank.
What's the figure?
That's not good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, that's okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's a long time ago. Doesn't matter.
Thank you so much. Say hello to Peter.
Hello, Franklin. How are you?
Peter, I'm fine, thank you.
Well, anyway, I will attempt to be there. If I can move the meeting, I will. But my plans got changed this week, so I'll actually be on the island tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Do you have a small pocket recorder for your shirt pocket?
No.
I wish you would get one.
Well, I'd openly take out my cell phone and call someone. I wouldn't stop me if I was there. And actually, I can't get one because we have a school board meeting tomorrow night, so I can borrow one from somebody at the school board meeting who illegally tapes our school board meetings. Well, no, what's illegal is you're allowed to tape a school board meeting. However, you have to notify the public, and we have one person who never does.
Repeat?
Huh? So he tapes the meetings, but never says makes the public statement that they're taping the meeting. That's all. And I just find that reprehensible.
Maybe so.
You know, it's
Do you know what the law is in New York State?
what?
The law in New York State is that any conversation can be taped as long as one hold it.
Go ahead.
As long as one person knows it's being taped.
That's right. And technically, not necessarily a lawyer. There is a catch to that, but that's besides the point. I went through this because the law in the place Linda Tripp screwed up was wherever she lived, which was Maryland and Virginia. That's not the law. And I think she lived in Virginia. In Virginia, all parties have to know about it, and that's why her taping Monica Lewinsky was illegal. But in New York, you're right. Either one of us could be taping this conversation as long as I could tape this conversation, period. There's a catch about a lawyer can't. In other words, if my lawyer calls you, he can't tape what you say without your knowledge. You follow me?
Yes, but what is this relevant? What is its relevance?
Oh, the fellow at the board meeting. You were allowed to tape a school board meeting with notification.
No, but how is this relevant to Dolan and the...
Oh, I don't know how it's relevant to the... You're right. We did digress a little.
Yeah, I read February 16th.
But they have a rule that says I can't tape. Their rule outside did not say I couldn't make a phone call. And I'm not taping. And how about if I brought in a stenographer? Could I bring in a stenographer?
That's interesting.
And I know that at one of the Huntington Town meetings, they did that. They brought in their own stenographer.
Okay. Do you think that I should sign that paper so I can go to the meeting on February 16th?
I would sign the paper, but put in there that they're agreeing that they will not tape you. I know you don't care, but it puts them on the spot that they can never use anything you ever say and see what they say about that. Because then they're in violation. Because if they say you can't tape them, they have to be willing to say they're not taping you.
I can't go for that, Peter. Okay? Because I don't care.
I know you don't care, but it's the only way they're going to let you in.
And it's a statement that I do care. No, I am not going to sign anything contingent on my going to shareholders meeting. I will not cave into that. No, I did sign the first one.
Then let me ask you a question. You want a fallback position after they don't let you in?
What do you mean?
Well, I know you want to be... Why don't you just sign over a proxy to Franklin so he can go in? And just the fact that he's there should bug them. And let me ask you a question. They wanted you to sign a statement, correct? Did they ask him?
No. But you know what they did? 3 meetings ago, they wouldn't let Franklin go in it. They wouldn't let a family member go in.
He's not a shareholder.
Yeah, but wait a second. They wouldn't let... You know, it's all traditional. You know that you go to any shareholders meeting, you're always allowed to have a family member. Good God, the Dolan family should know that.
I knew you were going on that one. But what if he's a proxy holder? How many shares do you own now?
4.
Okay, so give him a proxy of 1 so that you can both go. In fact, you want to give him one of the shares permanently. I don't know if that'll change your estate planning, but no, seriously, give him one of the shares. Now he's a shareholder.
How do I do this February 16th?
You give him give him a proxy statement.
What's a proxy statement?
He is allowed to vote your shares. One of your shares.
Tell me how that would go through that for
In
me.
other words, you know how they always go through? Does anyone have any proxies to vote?
Yes.
I can determine that I can't be there. Therefore, I will let my wife vote my shares.
Would you just write this out on a piece of paper?
Sure.
Hey, that's interesting. Hey, you might come up with something. You sure that...
You will let Franklin vote one of your shares. Now he's allowed in. Actually, you need to now bring 4 people in if you want to find a couple of other people to vote your other shares.
Hey, that's interesting. And then I can go in too.
And then you can go in also.
No, they won't let me in.
Well, you won't go in because they won't stop. But they're prepared to stop you. They're not prepared to stop Franklin.
Okay.
You see, their argument is they have, I think, grounds to stop you. The grounds to stop you is you...
They have no grounds to stop.
Well, they have an argument. They have an argument.
No, they have no argument either. It's just autocratic and illegal. Okay, so what do we say in this?
Point is, no, wait, follow me on this. They're claiming, and that the reason they want you to sign the statement is you did tape a meeting and show it on TV. Correct? That's their statement.
Well, have they produced any evidence of same?
I didn't say it, but they did make that statement. Correct?
That they did make that statement?
They made the statement that you...
I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, anyway, go
I know
ahead.
you don't want to agree. They claim that Glendora taped the meeting. Therefore, we want a waiver from Glendora before we will allow her back into a meeting.
But they don't have any right over allowing me. I already have that right.
Follow me. Franklin has never taped the meeting, correct?
You'll have to ask
I don't know what that means, profiling.
Well, I was trying to use a racial profiling analogy here. They have no justification. Franklin will have the same has the same probability of taping that meeting as I do, and they're not going to stop me. They're not going to ask me to sign that.
No, and Bob Goldberg was standing right there when Forma asked me to sign it.
Right.
And
Well,
Goldberg says, have you asked anybody else to sign it? And he said no.
you see, and I think that's the place that see what they do to stop Frank, if they'll attempt to stop Franklin.
Okay, tell me what to write to say I sign over my...
I hereby grant Franklin.
Franklin.
Do you want to use last names on this, or you're just using Franklin?
No, Franklin F. Duel.
Okay, I wasn't sure how you did. Okay, Franklin. The proxy to cast the vote of one
Okay.
of my 4 shares of
4 shares.
one of my 4 shares. That way you still have 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and just sign it.
Television Systems Corp. Class A stock.
What do you think to cast one vote of my 4 shares of Cablevision
Class A. Common
Systems Corporation, Class A,
common stock
common stock,
at the
shareholders meeting,
shareholders meeting
February 16th.
February 16, 2001, and just in case there is a continuation,
And,
a meeting originally scheduled for,
wait a second, and in case,
no, not, wait, meeting on February 16, 2001, that is a continuation
that is a continuation
of a meeting originally scheduled for November,
11.
was it 11 or 10?
Yes.
10?
No, well, I guess maybe, no, it's 11. Well, was it? Yes, it was 11. It was a Friday.
I thought I saw 10 someplace, that's why I'm bumped it.
Well, okay, no, it was November 11th, Friday.
Okay.
Was November 11th a Friday? Yes, okay.
It was November 10th.
Anyway, I can look that up. All right.
Look at it. Right.
All right, that's all I have to say. To whom do I address this?
No, that's all.
To whom do I address it?
Just have him have it in his hands so that when they come around to ask for votes on the floor, he can stand there and...
Well, how does Franklin go in?
But he's going to ask, if they stop him on the way in,
Yeah.
he says, here, this is my proxy from Glendora of 1 vote, and I am now allowed to run.
Here, this is my proxy of,
To vote 1,
this is my proxy, what, from Glendora?
from Glendora,
From Glendora to vote?
to vote
Uh-huh.
1 share, to vote 1 of her shares.
Okay. To vote, period.
To vote, period. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be Glendora, it could be,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So he'll just go to the meeting.
yeah, and now they can't stop him whether or not they let you in.
They can't stop him whether or not they let
In other
Glendora
words,
in.
even if they let you in, they still have to let him in also, because he's not going as your husband.
They
He's going
can't,
to vote your 1
they
share.
can't stop him from going in whether or not they stop you.
Right. And if they ask him to sign a waiver, then they have to ask every single person in that room.
And whether or not they stop you. If they ask him to sign a waiver, then they have to ask every person in the room to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're there to say all
I
that.
hope so too.
Because you would say that to them.
Because I will walk in, I will make sure if I'm there that I'm walking in and that everyone in that room will sign a waiver. They'll make sure everyone has to sign a waiver if they make Franklin sign a waiver.
Well, boy, I wish you were there. You'd really make me do it.
I will try and get there.
Boy, that's terrific. That's good. That's good footwork, Peter. That's fancy footwork.
You also know that my motion was illegal. I told you that, right? My motion was illegal, but that's beside the point.
Well, wait a second. Why was your motion illegal? About something about Robert's rules?
I know Robert's rules by heart because of the school board stuff.
Yeah, but...
And you can't amend a motion to adjourn, and there's no discussion on a motion to adjourn. A motion to adjourn is immediately called to vote. Period.
That's Robert's Rules of Order?
That's Robert's rules. Century, the guy who did the movie where he was doing to GM what some of us do to Dolan, where he tried to ask questions to the guys in GM, and every time he stepped to the mic, they immediately had somebody pop up saying, make a motion to adjourn, second meeting adjourned, boom, over. What was the name of that? I can't think of the name.
Oh, never mind. Okay, that's good. That is good. Oh, I hope you're there.
I will try.
You could really implement this. That's good stuff, Peter. You know, you come up with good stuff.
Because there's no one else I love scotching more. Well, maybe my wife sometimes, but it's a different kind of scotch.
Oh, that's good. I'll tell you a teacher joke for the school board.
Oh, yes, go right ahead.
But give me credit.
Okay.
All right. The reporter said to the teacher, what do you like best about being a teacher? And she said, motivating the youth, shaping young minds, and giving the youth a good goal to live for. And the reporter said to the next teacher, what are the 3 things you like best about being a teacher? And she said, June, July, and August.
It's going to lose. I'm not going to tell the whole joke, but I was at this, we do a Teacher of the Year award, and it was yesterday, and the head of the union got up and read the, and God did this, and God did that, and blah, blah, blah. And they went through the whole thing, and then it's, all of the things that a teacher does, and then it's on the 7th day, God created snow days.
God created snow days.
All right. Hopefully I will see you Friday.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay.
And I'm going to get there, I hope, early, and around 9 o'clock. If Dolan's going to chair the meeting, and I really think he should, if he's going to chair the meeting, then he'll get there around 9, and he comes through the back door. In other words, he doesn't go down Stewart Avenue. He goes straight down Oyster Bay Road. You know.
Southwest Bay Road, yeah.
And then I have my picket sign, Fire Dolan.
Oh, okay.
And I go back.
I think if they're actually going to vote, he'll be there. He can't not be there if it's this major deal. I mean, this is a big deal if and when they ever vote on it, and it happens.
What do you think of the rainbow tracking stuff?
I actually think if you're looking to make money on Cablevision, it's probably a good deal.
But you're not going to make any money.
Who?
On rainbow tracking stuff. You'll never get dividends on rainbow tracking stuff.
The stock price will go up. It's no different than when some of these other companies split out. And I think he's shrewd enough that you will be able to. I don't put anything past him. The only thing I kick myself, forget where we feel about it. If I had invested some real money in that stock when I bought the 1 share,
Yeah.
I could have a lot more money stock than what. I mean, think about it. I invested $40.
That's right. That's what it costs.
And I now have equivalently $360.
Yeah. But you don't get any dividends. But you don't get dividends.
A lot. If I had invested $4,000, I have $36,000. And if I had invested, well, I wouldn't have been investing $40,000. But if I had bought, if I had bought 100 shares of stock at $4,000, that's $36,000. That's not bad.
No, but that didn't happen. Peter, the reason I sent you a letter is that I took your name off the shareholders list. Every week I write to about 20 shareholders. You happen to be on one of the 20 this week. I have written all those other letters that you didn't get.
Oh.
Yeah, see? And I want to tell you something about this. Did this happen to you? In the mail, I got a glossy shareholder certificate. Now, I own my shareholder certificate. It's in my hand.
So do I. Mine are in my safe. They give everything in.
Okay. All right. In the mail, I get a glossy shareholder certificate and says Glendora is the owner of 1 share of Cablevision stock. Also in the mail, the same day, I got another glossy shareholder certificate
Then you're the owner of 1.
that said that Glendora is the owner of 2 shares of Cablevision Systems Corporation. Now that does add up to 4. My original, and then these. What's going on? Did you get that? You should get that.
I didn't get it at all.
Well, you should.
I'm wondering why I'm not. Why they like you and not me. See, but I don't get any of this.
Well, why did they send it to me?
I don't know. I mean,
I think you should
be getting the same thing, because you've got 4 shares the same way I do.
Okay, hold on one second. Can you help? All right, I gotta help my daughter with math.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I should be getting it, and I love getting it because it means they're wasting postage.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure each of those is $1.25 or something.
Wow. Okay,
All right, hopefully I'll see you Friday.
to ask your wife, did she know that the dentist married a manicurist and that they fight tooth and nail?
Oh, I will repeat this. Keep your joke up.
Okay.
All right, bye.
With credit.
Yep, bye.
Bye. That conversation was Wednesday night, Valentine's Day. Peter Wunsch, shareholder, Cablevision. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Glenn.
How are you? Hi, will you dash off a note that says, I'll read your note and you say yes or no. I hereby grant Franklin F. Buell the proxy to cast the vote of my 1 share of Cablevision System Corporation.
Sure, I'm allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second, I can't read my own writing. Class A. I hereby grant Franklin F. Buell the proxy to cast the vote of my 1 share of Cablevision Systems Corporation Class A common stock.
Okay, wait. Of, Cablevision
Yeah.
stock. Comment?
I'll do it again, honey.
Say it again.
I hereby grant Franklin F. Buell the proxy to cast the vote of my 1 share of Cablevision Systems Corporation, Class A, common stock,
Okay.
at the March,
At the what?
at the shareholder meeting, February 16th,
Shareholder meeting,
February 16th,
216.
2001.
Mm-hmm.
That is a continuation.
That is a continuation.
Of a meeting originally scheduled for November 11th, 2000.
For 11,
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem is, how will I ever get it?
I don't know if you had a fax machine I could...
Yeah, right. Do you have Bob Goldberg's fax number?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
Nope.
Well, I could email him and have him give it to me over my email if he would.
Oh, you could email him? Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That's great. You're so smart.
He's on my my address book list in there. So.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
Okay, Glennie. I'm in the middle of editing my shelf.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Right.
Lori.
Okay.
You want to talk to me about Calabrese?
Yes.
And then you also will pick up the tapes next week when you go up to edit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, honey.
No problem.
All right.
Okay, Glenn. Thanks, honey. I'll shoot that over to Bob.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Email him something like this, that I hereby grant Franklin F. Buell, if you're not going, I hereby grant Franklin F. Buell the proxy to cast the vote of my 4 shares of Cablevision System Corporation, Class A, common stock, at the shareholders meeting February 16, 2001. That is a continuation of a meeting originally scheduled for November 11th, 2001. If you could email that to Bob Goldberg, and then Bob could bring it to
me, if Bob is going to the meeting, he went to the Groundhog Day meeting. Maybe that would work. You see, the idea is that way Franklin can get into the meeting. And they won't let me into the meeting because I will not sign a statement that I will not record them. And the reason I won't sign a statement is that I don't think my going to a shareholders meeting is contingent upon anything. I have that right no matter what they do. I've heard all your announcements and they've all been on TV. And that's a good thing. Call up and leave your announcements.
This is the Einhorn.
Put them on TV. I'd like to know if you got a job, and I'd like to know how everybody is. 914-949-9495. Actually, it's Glendora. Oh, finally! Very good, my guy. How you doing? Okay. What's going on? You anything good? Oh, lots of good things. Oh, that's good. I know I've been getting your...
This is Bill Jameson. Ray Jameson. His mother's 97. I admire this man so much, the way he takes care of her. He's in most of the time taking care of her. He's a wonderful person to do that. I respect him so much. Doris Sassower.
Hi, Glendora. Doris. I think you called me before, and I'm just returning the call. Bye.
Tuesday, 2:12 p.m. Recently been registered to win a 2001 Chevy Tahoe and received a 4-Ranger beer.
That's a wrong number.
I have a file which I have put away. Some kind of an affidavit or if whoever found that out about salaries, could they give me some kind of an affidavit pertaining to that?
That would be Crescenzi, Galabrese, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
And number three. Oh. I don't remember.
Can't remember.
End of message. Mailbox 1, Tuesday, 10:02 a.m. Tuesday, 11:18 a.m.
Hi, Glendora. Doris. I think you called me before, and I'm just returning the call. Bye. Hope you well.
Tuesday, 2:12 p.m. Recently been registered to win a 2001 Chevy Tahoe and receive a 4-Ranger airfare package. Tuesday, 3:20 p.m.
Hi. Just to say hi, Glendora. I think your show is absolutely wonderful, and you've inspired others to become more like you. I just wanted to leave you a message and maybe catch you later, Glendora. Thank you so much for inspiring me and my family. Goodbye.
Show inspiring. Thank you so much for inspiring me and my family. And there was another good one on there. Apparently the tape ran out. I see we have a disaster. I had a long report for you about the KBG and the Hitler and the Gestapo of the courts in Memphis, Tennessee, federal courts, that you should know about. And the tape recorder, apparently it wasn't functioning. So I don't have that record for you. It was from Bill Budrow.
call to present, but if you leave your name and number, we'll get back to you shortly. Thank you.
Bob Goldberg, 516-822-2522. Gene Crescenzi, Crescenzi, like the moon crescent. 718-364-6485. I think that Gene is in Italy, doing research on the origins of the United States Navy, where the Italian pirates in the 1700s and 1800s. Okie dokie. Thank you very much.
Did you hear about this? You have 6 messages in
Huntington.
mailbox 1 and 1 message in mailbox 3. Mailbox 1, Tuesday, 1 a.m. Tuesday, 1:01 a.m. Tuesday, 3:20 p.m.
Hi. Just want to say hi, Glendora. I think your show is absolutely wonderful and you've inspired others to become more like you. I just wanted to leave you a message and maybe chat with you later, Glendora. Thank you so much for inspiring me and my family. Goodbye.
Inspiring me and my family.
Tuesday, 8:50
Daytime.
p.m.
The daytime show.
Tuesday, 8:51 p.m. Wednesday, 3:50 p.m.
Hi, Glendora. This is Carmine. You don't know me, but I watch your show all the time on public access channel 70. I just want to call you to keep up the good work. I really appreciate what you're doing for Long Island. Hopefully I'll talk to you all the time. You could have me on your show, chat with Glendora or something like that. Alright, thanks a lot.
End of messages.
Yeah. Now there's one in mailbox 3.
2. Save all messages. Hang up. Delete.
I didn't do that. 1, 3.
Thursday, 6:57 a.m.
This morning.
End of messages.
3, 1.
Messages deleted.
Now let's try these.
No messages in mailbox 1.
Okay. You have a joke? It's Franklin and Glendora.
Yes, how are you?
We're good. Say hi to Bill.
Hello, Bill. Hi, Franklin. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
How is Celeste?
No, we haven't heard a word from her. Not a word. We've been trying to contact her, and I don't know what happened. She just wants to be by herself, I guess, and not talk, not worry, not hear anything or whatever, you know.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's...
Do you know if she's feeling okay?
No, I don't. Nobody has heard. I've been trying to track her down, you know, and I don't know, that medication might be doing something to her, you know.
Well, your son can't get in touch with her?
No, I've been faxing and talking to him, and he says that she just got a bunch of clothes and says that just, I don't want to be bothered, I just want to relax and try to get rid of this infection and get my surgery done, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does in a way, you know. She's got to get rid of the infection, and she's got to get this worrying off her mind, because that's agitating her body, you know.
Oh, sure. Absolutely it would.
Yeah, I had just had a big conversation about you yesterday. Isn't that something?
Yeah, isn't that something? With whom?
And I was supposed to call you, Peggy.
Oh, yes, I got it. Peggy's number, please.
Yeah, it's 561
Yep.
964
964
4409.
4409.
Yeah, now what she
Now your stuff, I recorded and I put that on TV.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
And it's gone on everywhere except Connecticut.
Okay.
It's gone all over the place.
Good, good. That's very good.
Okay. What is the story with those idiots down there?
Well, we haven't, nothing's been done as of now.
That's good. You haven't heard from them since way back?
No, we filed a couple more motions. We filed, I think, 2 or 3 motions to suppress, you know.
Yes.
Naturally, they did everything wrong, you know. They went and got bank records without notifying us and, a whole bunch of things, you know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that is real good. So,
Boy, what a Gestapo.
oh, I'll tell you, they just do whatever they want to do, you know.
What a KBG.
And you know, the sad thing is that 99% of the time they get away with it, you know, because the attorneys are just as sheepish as could be. They won't do anything, so we have to do it on our own, you know.
Yes, right.
But the average person can't do that, you know.
And who's the judge on there now? What's her name begins with G?
Gibbons.
Is she the judge on there now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you haven't heard from them?
No, we got to go for report date in March, you know.
Well, that's good that you're free for February.
Yeah, she's a real dilly. You know what those 372s are, don't you?
No.
No. The complaint for judicial misconduct.
Oh, 372C2.
Yeah.
372C2. Well, definitely. And you know what she's doing? Exactly what the law says she's doing. She is exhibiting conduct that's prejudicial to the effective administration of the business of the courts.
Yes, that's right. And so,
Which business is justice?
yeah. So as I understand it, even the previous attorney, this McCallum, which is a real nut, you know.
Previous judge.
Yeah, judge, yeah. They supposedly have over 5,000 of those complaints in so far.
Oh, really?
Over 5,000, yeah.
Oh, really?
So they're really attacking them. This Gibbons really took a bad job on the former FedEx pilot, you know.
Oh.
And she took him to the cleaners, and when they went up to the higher court, that was reversed, you know.
Oh, good.
And then she's the one that's heard every one of our appeals from the bankruptcy court, you know.
Oh.
And she's denied every single appeal, just rubber stamped it, in other words.
Yeah. Okay, this is prejudicial to the effective administration of the business of the courts.
Yeah, so that's 8 of them that she's just rubber stamped, which she's entirely wrong, you know. And of course, when we had sued her previously, she disqualified herself from any hearings, you know.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden she just says, well, even though I've been sued, I can't, I'm not presidential, you know, so I'm going to hear everything.
Oh, what a lie. I wonder also if you could get them on the judicial financial disclosure statements. Every judge has to make a disclosure statement of what his worth is.
Yeah.
And I know one of them here in the Second Circuit put down that he's worth $28 million.
Yeah, isn't it?
And Ruth Bader Ginsburg has put down that she's worth $23 million.
Oh, boy.
So that's, I don't know where you get that. Whether you get that in Washington, D.C. or where. Probably in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I know we could probably find out all right.
But you might try that too.
Yeah, yeah.
And see where they're selling their decisions.
Yeah, right.
Their orders.
Yeah, so we're probably going to have to end up having this Gibbons recused, you know.
Well, I would think so.
She's got a hell of a charges built up against her now with us, you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So good you don't have one so.
And then the other thing is when we filed a lawsuit in the district court, you know, they took our money, we filed all the proper papers, and because we were pro se, she made up her own exception in her particular court, you know, because he's the chief judge. And they refused to issue the summons.
Oh, boy.
So that's the end of the case, you know, but they took your money and took your suit and everything.
Oh, boy.
Isn't that something?
How can they refuse to issue the summons?
Well, they can, but she just made up a rule just for her.
That's Title 28, U.S. Code 1915.
Yeah.
That's not oh, no.
These all pro se people have a whole different aspect. In other words, they give it to the staff attorneys, and they give it to this, and they give it to that, and they decide that if it's even worthwhile filing.
they can't do that because that's prospective.
Yeah.
They cannot do that. It's prospective.
Plus
They have no legal basis for that.
yeah, plus the fact is they take your money.
Yeah, they take your money. What'd they take it?
Then the court ordered, when I filed another lawsuit in there, and we wanted to appeal to the Sixth Circuit,
Yeah.
they dismissed it. And after they dismissed it, they made me pay $105.
$5. Yes, $105.
After they dismissed it.
Oh, that's awful. These guys got to be sued.
I mean, it's just absolutely horrible, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like I say, the whole court down there is just unbelievable. And then the prosecutor is, one of the things that they're charged us with was already heard in the district court in Connecticut 13 years ago.
That's right. Good. And that's on the trust.
Yes. And they're charging us again with the same thing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this prosecutor's calling the trust hallucinatory, is the word I think she used, you know. Did you ever hear that word?
No, and I don't know how to spell it.
I guess it's something what means not right and loose or something like that, I guess, you know.
No, I never heard the word.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just making it up.
Yeah. So anyways,
The way they make up everything, these prosecutors.
yeah, so she's using that word, but
These prosecutors have missed their real calling. They should be fiction writers.
yeah, they don't go by the law and they don't go by what's right, you know. If you're charging somebody's life, and if they're right, it's not right to turn the words around and,
No, and they do that.
and to cheat and steal just to get a victory, you know.
Yeah, oh, that's what they do, and lie. Lie, cheat, and steal. That's right.
That's why when I read the 98-point-some% convictions that they have all through the country, because the biggest portion of them are all settlement ones, you know.
Oh,
They throw, like with us now, we got over 30 years on conviction, you know, in the statutes, you know.
yes.
So if we're looking at 30 to 40 years in prison, and then they come up to you and say, listen, if you plead guilty, we'll give you 3 years or what.
Oh, yeah, dirty dogs.
And naturally, everybody says, oh my gosh, I better do this, you know, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. Cheaters, cheaters, cheaters.
That's right. They throw such big sentences at you that they got their thumb right over you, you know.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. KBG, Hitler,
Yeah.
Nazi,
Yeah.
Gestapo,
It's just
un-American, betrayal to the United States of America.
and I really cannot believe all the stuff that I'm reading. I'm going through the cases that, like on this Gibbons, she's turned down the appeals from the bankruptcy court because she's the one that gets them all, you know. And she's the one that's supposed to appoint the chief judge over there and so forth. And all her bankruptcy appeals that have been coming across have been overturned by the Sixth Circuit.
Oh, good.
Isn't that something?
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. But now she's...
What's her first name?
Julia.
Julia Gibbons.
Yeah. Now she wants to go up into the Sixth Circuit of Appeals. That's what she's trying to get into now. Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
She has already heard a couple cases when they've been busy or somebody's been sick. I guess she's stepped up and heard a couple cases on the Sixth Court of Appeals.
Yeah, they do that, yeah.
Yeah.
They pull in a United States District Judge for that.
So that's son of
I
a...
wonder if we can't get a financial disclosure statement about her.
Well, if we could figure out, I guess we could, you know.
But you'd have to call Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and probably trace it down, yeah.
Well, no, there's supposed to be a department down there, and they're supposed to have the instructions to you how to get it.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll tell you, it's something else at Memphis. Of course, it's probably no different than your court in your area.
Oh, no. They're all crooked. Even the court in Arizona's crooked. I just filed a case there.
Really?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Uh-huh.
And certainly Los Angeles is crooked, and certainly Detroit is crooked, and certainly St. Louis is crooked. I've had cases in all of those courts. They're all crooked.
Yeah, even New York.
Well, New York. New York is the worst.
Yeah, and this McCalla, of course, naturally he recused himself, but can you imagine, we go in there 1 week and he disqualifies the attorney of our choice because of possible conflict, according to the U.S. attorney, you know.
Oh, boy.
shackled on their ankles, you know. Then they tightened them up so tight that all her arms and legs swelled up, you know. They're cutting off the blood, you know. So
Just because you wanted to be pro se, which is your constitutional right.
yes, we asked twice, and even that time when he says, well, you don't have another attorney, we're going to throw you in jail. So she and I said, well, under those circumstances, we wish to proceed pro se at this particular time, you know. So he says, no, I'm not going to let you go pro se. Oh, no, no, no. And take him away, Marshal. So he refused twice to let us go pro se on our own wishes, you know. But can you imagine something like that happening in the United States?
Yeah, I know. That's right.